Hello everyone, it's the Archfiend, and look, I'm not dead, even though some of you thought I was. But yeah, I haven't made a video in a little while, so everyone just calm down. Tonight, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, and that is the New York Yankees baseball team. Let me just start by saying that growing up, I was one of the biggest Yankees fans in the world. I grew up in New Jersey and get a lot of New York TV stations here, and I grew up watching WPIX Channel 11. I'm sure many of you New Yorkers out there know what I'm talking about, and New Jerseyans for that matter as well. That was the station in the 1980s that aired Yankee baseball games. I had an older brother, who's 3 years older than me, who was a Boston Red Sox fan. So naturally, I had to be the antagonist and become the Yankee fan in the family. I love the history of that team. I love the stars that played for that team. I love the aura behind Yankee Stadium and all that good shit that people get swept up in baseball. I mean, I can remember watching a team with Willie Randolph, Dave Winfield, Dave Righetti, Don Mattingly. I remember joining this team when Matt Noakes was catcher for the Yankees. It was a good time, even though, for the most part, the team sucked in my childhood. I mean, the Yankees never did shit when I was younger. I mean, that team was lucky to finish second to last place on a good year for them. But then they started getting real good. The mid-90s rolled around, and they just started kicking ass like nobody's business. They started a farm system that bred some of the best talent that the league had seen in years. And talent that was stepping up like no one has ever seen before in the postseason. I mean, I'm not going to go into all the specifics about that because I want to cover a lot of other things here, but yeah, the team was dominant. I mean, I felt so proud of this team, rooting for them my entire life. Even though my technical home team is the Philadelphia Phillies, I was born and raised on the Yankees. I watched them, I followed them, so they were my team. Yeah, that team went on one hell of a run in the 90s and going into the new century. But then something happened. Something that just made me hate the shit out of this team. And no, it's not the players that are accused of steroids and any other cheating or shit like that. It's when the Yankees turned from a team of, here's our talent that we established, and then they turned into the team of, there's the guys that everyone else has established. Let's throw money at them and make them come over here. I'm talking about, Jason Giambi winning the MVP the year before with the Oakland A's, and Steinbrenner going, oh, boom, here's a pile of money, come play for us. And then going, oh, Roger Clemens, you don't want to play on Toronto on a losing team, but you won the Cy Young? Boom, here's some more money, come play for us. Oh, Alex Rodriguez, you're an MVP, but you're on a team that can't make the playoffs? Oh, boom, here's some more money. Come play with us. It got to the point where I saw a statistic when they played the Florida Marlins, and this is when I officially changed my status of I can't root for this team. When they played the Florida Marlins, their salary was literally 4 times greater than the Florida Marlins salary. Okay? Do people understand that? For every $1 that was paid out to the Florida Marlins for their teams, for their players, $4 were paid out for the Yankee players. Holy shit. That's not baseball. That's buy ball. That's buy players, hope they gel together, and hope they have an ounce of heart to win. I could remember that World Series going, I can't root for this team. It's not even fair. It's like ranking the big bully in the schoolyard against the little short kid that gets beat up every day. It's not fun to watch that. It's a massacre. And you know what? Karma took care of everything because the Yankees did not deserve to win that World Series, and they didn't. A team like Florida and Miami, do they even care about baseball down there? I mean, Jesus Christ, but, I'm not going to pick on the Marlins because they actually had a young team that enjoyed the game and could play good ball. They were good enough to get to the postseason, and they had to try really hard, and they had to step up big time, and they did. And they won a World Series. They beat the mighty Yankees, and they embarrassed them. Similar thing is going on right now. There's a team called the Tampa Bay Rays. And you know what is the absolute best thing about the fact that the Tampa Bay Rays are making the playoffs? It is the fact that they are making it in the division that the New York Yankees have owned for damn near an entire decade now. Screw you, New York. Screw the Yankees. I hope they go to this new stadium and they never win again. I'm not talking about the World Series. I hope they never win a single game again till the end of freaking time. Okay? Now, maybe they'll change their ways and maybe the game of baseball will actually revert back to a whole thing of like, hey, let's breed our own talent, make guys good, and actually have guys that want to play together and win. I mean, let's do a comparison here. Look at the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, look at the core of their team. We got Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, Pat Burrell. Okay, not so much Pat Burrell, but he can step up. Who did those guys play for before they came to the Phillies? Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't play for anyone. Oh, what a crazy logic. You mean the Phillies actually, raised those guys up on one team? Wow, that's an amazing concept. And look at this. The Phillies made the playoffs last year. They're looking like they're going to make the playoffs this year. That's a team that deserves to win. That's a team that will win. That's a team with guys that play together. They were raised up through the game together. They have camaraderie with one another. They have heart. They have passion. They can win, and they will win. The New York Yankees are just a bunch of high-collar players that were brought to a team that were going to be hoped to thrown together and be the right formula. Okay, there's one thing salaries don't buy. You can buy all the numbers that you want to put on paper, but it doesn't buy heart. Alex Rodriguez, how many times is he going to win MVP and never get a ring on his finger? I'm not talking about another one from a future wife. I'm talking about a World Series ring. He is probably going to go down as one of the single greatest players in the game. And you know what? I giggle my ass off every year that goes by that he doesn't win a championship. God, what a sellout move to go to the Yankees. You asshole. Stick to a team that, would actually want to watch you play. Phil, the Yankee fans hate you now. And you know what? You're stuck there, asshole. You better hope they trade you. That's what I can't stand about the Yankees. They take players like A-Rod, someone who could be a superstar on a minor team. Like, take the Seattle Mariners, for example. They have Ichiro Suzuki, a guy that's probably going to go down as one of the greatest hitters in the game ever. And you know what? Seattle fans are proud to go to the ballpark and see him play. Granted, it's not like they sell out every night, but at least those fans have something memorable in their minds. They can say they saw one of the greatest hitters in the game play. A-Rod, he's going to be known as the guy who could never get the job done. People aren't going to remember shit from you, asshole, unless you win a championship. So you better hope you find the right formula on that team, or else you're going to be known as a loser. Sorry, buddy, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So anyways, everyone enjoy your baseball out there. I know I will. I guess I'm going to become a born-again Phillies fan because I sure as hell can't find it in me to ever root for the Yankees now. Yeah, I know, boo-hoo. I'm so heartbroken, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, enjoy your baseball, people. And, oh yeah, by the way, the Mets suck. Have a good night, people.